Hey, what is up, guys? We are here with the Goro character breakdown. If you haven't seen our character breakdown videos before, we talk about a character's notable normals, strings, special moves, differences between their variations, as well as a basic game plan. So Goro, he's a big body, right? But he definitely has some pretty okay zoning tools, as well as some pretty decent mobility as well. I wouldn't say he is a character who has great mobility, for sure, but he definitely has some ways in, and he has some pretty good pressure once he gets there. His run speed is very, very slow. But his walk speed's not terrible, and he has some good footsie normals to help him cover gaps and stuff like that. And he has a couple of interesting armored moves as well. So let's talk about his strings. One of the important ones, his down one is just like an insanely good normal because it just has a ton of range on it. So his down one is definitely one of those normals that I would talk about specifically because not many down ones are that far-reaching or good in this game. So I just thought I would bring that up. But couple of his strings and stuff like that. He has one down three, which is this little overhead launcher that he can do, which he can combo after. He has 2-1, which looks like this. Fairly far reaching, has an overhead there. There's another string that can go on from that. There's also forward 2-1, which is a lunging mid that has a ton of range on it. Really, really great for Goro as well because he can cancel into a couple of different special moves that are safe for the most part. He also has his back 1-2 up 2, which looks like this. This is a launcher, goes into combos and stuff like that. You can get neutral jump punch into whatever kind of, combos you want to do. But I think the real thing to write home about with Goro is some of his special moves. So he has universally a couple of different ones. He has his fireball, which is back forward 1. It is a high. EX version is a mid that does 15% damage, which is a lot. That's a lot of damage. He has his punch walk, which is back forward 4. Looks like this. And it does pretty good damage. Knocks him down at the end. This, you can pop up, do a jump punch off of it. Another interesting normal he has is his up 2. Looks like that. It's a high attack, but you can actually use it in combos. And I don't know about anti-airs so much. It can be hit or miss, I think, but pretty useful as well. Just thought I'd bring that up. Other moves, he has a command throw, which is down back forward 3, which looks like this. Throws him away. And then the EX version, oh, whoops. Looks like this. Just a little bit of extra damage at the end. And there is his stomp. Now, this is very reminiscent of a couple of different characters, but his is a little different. So he has down up, which looks just like that. He has down up back, which puts him a little there, and down up forward, which puts him, a little forward. So the way it works is if your opponent tries to, run under it and you do the close version, they might get hit by that. Or if they try to backdash or run away from it, they'll get hit by the far version. So that's kind of your option. In this variation, Kuaton Warrior, he has 2 additional moves. He has his chest lunge, which is back forward 2. This is a high that is also blockable. So if I set him to always block, yeah, you can block it. And then if I set him to duck, it's duckable as well, just in case you guys are wondering. It's not like a command throw or anything, but you can use it to end combos and stuff like that. It's a pretty good option. This is what it looks like when it hits. Throws him behind your back, 12%. EX version, little slam, a little bit more damage on there. There's also his Quake, which is down 4, looks like this. Slams the ground, 9% damage. EX version, some extra punches for some more damage on there. It's a really fast unblockable, though. Like, that is not, like, the difference between that and this are not significant enough for it to not hit sometimes. So, pretty good. I think it's definitely a pretty interesting variation of Goro. Relatively straightforward. Let's move on to Dragonfangs. Dragonfangs has a couple of different normals that he doesn't have in the other version. So, down back 2. If you just hold diagonal down back and do 2, he's got a lunging low that looks like that. A really great command normal. Really, really great option for him. He also has a string 2-1-2. So off of that 2-1 we talked about earlier, he has an additional hit at the end of it now that does some extra damage. So you can use that to end your combos and put them full screen. As far as Dragonfang's special moves, he has a different command throw in this version, right? Which it just looks a little different because he has the grabby hands with the claws on them now, and then the X version, extra damage. The other move he gains is basically punch walk, but a different version of it. So instead of this, he gains down back 2, which is, it looks a little different, but it's a little bit more damage, and EX version again pops up and go into a combo. So yeah, looks like that. EX version at the end of it's also an overhead, just in case you guys are wondering. So yeah, that is Dragonfangs for the most part. He has these little stabbies on his strings instead of what he normally has, which, you know, are the fangs, and he gains a couple of additional special moves. So that's Dragonfang Goro. Pretty straightforward again. And this one is the Tigrar Fury. This one gains 3 different moves, and I guess one of them technically is the same move, but his Fireball changes to an extra Fireball. It's a high. His EX version shoots 3, and the last one knocks down 14% for all of those if they hit. It's pretty good. He has his Ground Fire, which is down back 4 for the close version, down forward 4 for the far version. EX version knocks up, and you can get a combo off it. The normal one just, you know, goes like that. So yeah, and the close version as well. You can neutral jump punch off of it into whatever combo you want to do. The other thing he gains in this is his back forward 2 is Dragon Breath. Looks like that. The regular version of it is really neat on block, and then the EX version of it looks like that. So I want to show you guys something cool, right? Check this out. So if I put myself as player 1 and I record Goro walking up to me and doing this, and I block it, and I try to jump after, do you see how long I'm holding up before I can jump? He is super plus in this after this this move. So let me redo this, and I'll show you guys what I mean. So if I walk up with Goro and I do Dragon Breath, and then I hold up with Goro, we'll see who can jump first and by how much. You see that? You see how much faster Goro recovers? He's super plus on block. I think it's like 17 or something according to the frame data. So yeah, that move is really good for locking people down, especially when they're in the corner and stuff like that. They're just stuck. So yeah, that is Tigrar Fury. That has been the Goro character breakdown. I think the character's pretty straightforward as far as everything goes. He has some pretty good normals on the ground, some pretty interesting special moves that are all relatively safe, right? He doesn't have to take too many big risks, I feel. And yeah, he's a pretty interesting character. Hopefully people check him out. He is DLC, but a lot of fun, actually. I've seen a lot of people playing him. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the Goro character breakdown, and I'll see you guys again soon.